What if a cocky MMA hotshot thought he could humiliate a wounded war hero and awakened a legend who humbled him in 30 seconds flat? In Las Vegas's MGM Grand Garden Arena, a limping Army Ranger was about to step into the cage for an exhibition bout, a night designed to celebrate veterans. But what started as a charity spotlight turned deadly serious when an arrogant black belt, Troy Blitz Becker, decided to turn it into his personal ego trip at the expense of a true survivor. Michael Mick Anders wasn't your average disabled vet. For over a decade, he'd battled in the Army's elite Ranger Regiment, snagging 2 silver stars for bravery amid the chaos of Afghanistan. He dodged IEDs, ambushes, and his own inner battles. Tonight, he just wanted to ignite hope by showing up and fighting back. But when Blitz unleashed a savage, unsanctioned beatdown to mock the injured soldier, he had no clue he was stirring the quiet icon watching from ringside. Chuck Norris rose, and in 30 seconds of cool, razor-sharp mastery, he showed the world what real martial arts means. Not raw destruction, but profound humility. What kicked off as a feel-good exhibition exploded into a nationwide lesson in morality. The MMA scene, veteran circles, and millions online forever changed after Chuck Norris entered that cage. Not for fame, but for pure honor. Before we dive deeper, drop a comment. Where are you watching from? And if this hits home, hit subscribe, because tomorrow's tale is even more epic. A massive roar thundered through the MGM Grand Garden Arena as the announcer's voice boomed over the electric crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Warriors for Warriors, tonight's charity exhibition supporting our nation's disabled veterans. The Las Vegas fans went wild, cheers bouncing off the sleek walls of this top-tier venue. Spotlights swirled across the octagon while massive screens flashed heroic montages, soldiers in fierce action, then their gritty rehab journeys. The place buzzed with that unbeatable Vegas vibe. Glitz meets genuine heart. Dana Lee, the night's sharp commentator, leaned into her mic at the desk, blending hype with deep respect. "What an honor to call this incredible event," she declared, her words beaming to viewers everywhere. "Combat sports' biggest stars are here to salute our heroes, with every penny fueling vet rehab programs." Cameras swept the star-studded crowd, celebs, politicians, and fight icons all in for the cause. In the third row, almost hidden in the hype, sat a guy in a plain black button-up and jeans. No crew, no bling, just a commanding, quiet vibe. Dana's tone dipped as the lens caught him. And yes, folks, that's Chuck Norris himself tonight. The martial arts icon doesn't show up often, but he's here backing his veteran brothers. Whispers spread, phones popped up, but Chuck just nodded modestly, eyes locked on the cage where the real magic would unfold. In the fighter prep zone, Sergeant Michael Mick Anders tightened his left leg brace, drawing deep breaths to steady his nerves while his coach, Raul Hernandez, double-checked his kit. "Stick to our drills," Raul murmured, his tough hands firm on Mick's gloves. "This ain't about the win, it's about proving possibilities." Mick nodded, his gaze mixing grit and grace. At 42, this decorated vet wasn't chasing ego. He was reclaiming his fire. 3 years back, an IED in Afghanistan had wrecked his leg, leaving him with metal rods, endless pain, and a forever limp. Martial arts and rehab? It pulled him from the abyss post-discharge, and he hoped it'd spark the same spark in others tonight. "Got it, Coach," Mick said steadily. "Just thrilled to be on my feet." Across the room, Troy Blitz Becker staged a whole different spectacle. The 28-year-old MMA phenom shadowboxed like a peacock, his crew filming every flashy move for his feeds. His bedazzled robe gleamed, loaded with logos and sponsors. "How's the follower count?" he barked mid-combo. "Just topped 3 million, his manager shot back, eyes glued to his screen. "This charity gig? Marketing gold?" Blitz smirked, landing a showy spin kick for the lenses. "Wait till they see my big reveal. Tonight's unforgettable. His cornerman leaned in low. Hey, keep it light. Exhibition rules, no full blasts. Blitz's grin held, but his eyes iced over. Relax. I know how to steal the show. Back in the arena, the opening ceremony wrapped with a color guard unfurling the flag as a vet choir belted the national anthem. The crowd stood silent, a heartfelt pause in the buzz. Lights dimmed, spotlight hitting the ramp as Dana ramped up. The excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, our opener spotlights a real American legend. Welcome, with 2 silver stars and a Purple Heart, Sergeant Michael Anders. The response hit like a wave. Warm cheers laced with true awe as Mick strode out, coach by his side. No hype track or poses, just a humble wave, his limp visible, but his resolve unbreakable. Vets in the seats stood saluting. Mick fired back, with sharp precision. Inside the octagon, it was all about grit over sympathy. Then the vibe flipped wild as lights pulsed in neon, bass-heavy beats blasting. And facing him, Dana announced, tone shifting, 12-0 pro record, Troy Blitz Becker. Blitz burst onto the ramp, arms high, snarling for effect, crew trailing with cameras. He paused for a flip that hyped the young fans, drawing mixed roars, screams from his diehards, polite claps from the rest. At the cage, he scaled the fence, posing, pointing at stars, blowing kisses. From his seat, Chuck Norris watched stone-faced, eyes narrowing just a touch. In the cage, Blitz eyed Mick, zeroing in on the brace with a shark's grin. The ref gathered them center. Exhibition, 3 rounds, light contact, demo skills, not crush egos. Got it? Mick nodded sharp. Yes, sir. Blitz tapped gloves, smirking. Crystal, ref. Back in corners, Raul gripped Mick's shoulder. Defense first, basics only, remember the why. Mick rolled loose. Blitz? Mugging for cameras with kissy faces. Bell rang, fighters closing in, and bam, the night's true clash emerged. Raw ego versus quiet strength. The match kicked off with a respectful glove tap. Mick sincere, Blitz barely brushing. Blitz circled flashy, faking jabs, grinning at fans over his foe. Mick held tight guard, smart steps dodging his limp's drag. First 30 seconds, pure technique showcase, as planned. Blitz's combos met Mick's blocks. Mick countered clean, no overkill. Crowd hummed approval. Dana nailed it. Stellar skills. Anders adapts like a pro despite the injury. Becker's athleticism shines. But then, twist. Blitz faked, then hooked hard, clipping Mick's temple, staggering him. Gasps mixed with cheers. Whoa, Dana gasped. That's way beyond exhibition. Hope. He reins it in. Raul yelled, Clean it up, Becker. Blitz smirked. Just warming up, Gramps. Thought troops were tough. Mick reset silent, eyes stealing. Next swap. Blitz low-kicked the brace. Mick winced. Crowd murmured unease. Dana sharpened. Clear targeting. Anders' composure is unreal. Raul banged the fence. Ref, leg watch. Ref broke. Clean or warnings, Becker. Blitz played innocent. Oops, battle heat. Resume, and Blitz ramped full throttle. Strikes heavy, intent to bury, not teach. Mick defended fierce, but mobility hurt him. In row 3, Chuck straightened, alert. Mid-round, Blitz pinned Mick. To the fence. Flurry flying instead of spacing. Mick tanked it stoic, Bell saving him. Mood soured, celebration to tension. Vets glared, eyes flicked to Chuck, unreadable. Telling this epic tale took serious effort. If you're hooked, smash. Subscribe, it fuels us. Back in. Mick's corner. Raul checked. We can pull. This ain't the deal. Mick. Never quit, coach. Not now. Blitz, posing triumphant like a title win, mocking the vet event. Round 2. Blitz blitzed, forcing defense. Takedown slammed Mick. Boos clashed cheers. Dana dropped neutral. This is wrong. Treating honor like a brawl. Grounded, Blitz whispered, "Cripples don't play fighter." Mick's eyes flashed fury, bucked free. Standing, Blitz laughed. "Hobbling much? Stay in bed, soldier." Raoul screamed stop. Ref wavered. Blitz back-kicked ribs. Mick kneeled but rose. Blitz taunted. "Military's best? No shock we're warring." Outrage erupted. Vets stood yelling. Dana fumed. "Shocked! This mocks sacrifice!" Mick rose. Blitz. "Stay down, Gimpy. Embarrassing." Ref stepped. Blitz sidestepped. Jaw shot. Mick down. Bell. Blitz kept pounding till pulled. He jogged laughing. Mick rose dignified, limping back. Raoul demanded end. Mick. "Finish for my kin? Honors? Mine." Arena shifted, joy to wrongness. Vets rigid, celebs squirmed. Chuck, coiled now, eyes on Blitz like prey. Final round bell. Blitz charged, but snatched Mike. Crowd hushed, confused. "Hey, uniform fans," he barked. Dana. "Unheard of, disgraceful." Blitz at Mick. "Uniform special? Limp heroic?" Flexing. "This is warrior. Amateurs versus pros." Tossed Mike. Flying knee. Mick blocked partial, slammed fence. Chaos. Raoul yelling stop. Officials rushing, booze drowning. Then one move silenced all. Chuck Norris stood. Subtle rise, watch off to his seatmate. Crowd rippled, phones up, hush spreading. Cage. Blitz pounded Mick, elbow splitting brow. Ref. "Over!" Blitz shoved. "Finishing this." Security climbed. Blitz Mike grabbed. "Hero now!" Mocking troops. Dana. Stammered. "Disgraceful." Raoul shielded. "Back off, trash, before." Blitz. "Before what? Bring it, has-beens." Then, crowd quiet, noticed Chuck approaching. Blitz turned. "Wait, is that?" Dana. "Chuck Norris heading to Octagon, the vet legend intervening." Chuck reached barrier, guard unlatched instant. Arena silent, 12K breathless. Blitz spread arms. Chuck saving the cripple? Geriatric team-up? Chuck silent, shirt off, revealing honed build. Stepped in, eyes locked. Blitz backed, annoyed, laughed. '80s, ridiculous. Chuck quiet. "Son, not fighting you." Blitz blinked. Chuck, reminding what martial arts means. Dana reverent. "Not meme. Pioneer vet." Blitz. "New era, domination." Chuck nodded, turned to Mick. "Sergeant, may I?" Mick. "Honor, sir." Raoul guided Mick out. Chuck centered, stance balanced. 30 seconds, all I need. Crowd chanted, "Chuck." Dana. "Unbelievable, 84-year-old schooling pro." Blitz. 10 for you, Gramps." Ref nodded. 30 secs, exhibition. Begin. Blitz flying knee, missed. Chuck palm strike unbalanced him. Punches whiffed. Chuck evaded effortless. 5 secs. Blitz spin kick, caught, stumbled, 10 secs. Blitz clinch. Chuck hip throw slammed. Crowd roared. Dana. "Clinic in control." 15 secs. Blitz up, haymaker, sidestepped, hand on shoulder, eye lock instructive, 20 secs. Blitz knocked away, desperate cross. Chuck wrist lock kneeled him, 25 secs. Buzzer. Chuck released. Blitz kneeled stunned. Arena exploded. Salutes, bows, cheers. Dana choked. 30 secs. Discipline, respect, control. The offered hand hovered, a lifeline across pride's gap. Blitz stared, world crumbling, ego versus truth. Instinct to slap away, but Chuck's gaze held steady, no gloat, just wisdom. Seconds. Ticked. Blitz grasped, rose. Crowd thundered. Dana. Not just physical, moral lesson. Will he take it? Blitz's face hardened amid cheers for Chuck. "Lucky," he muttered. Chuck. "Still not ready?" Blitz lunged furious. Chuck countered precise. Deflects, checks, no overkill. Dana. "Defending without harm. Masterful." Ref moved. Chuck signaled. No need. Blitz spin heel. Caught. Sprawled. Up wild. "Fight real." Chuck. "Not game, son." Blitz charged raw. Chuck redirected, controlled. Palm, sweep, counter, teach. Crowd revered, master-shaping flow. Mick watched, knowing, protect over. Destroy. Blitz flying knee hook. Chuck slipped, blocked, then stopped, hands down. Blitz froze. What? Chuck. Choosing. Prove nothing or learn something. Blitz hesitated. Eyes on silent crowd, cameras, undefended legend, then Mick's dignity. Ugly twist. No wisdom! Desperate hook. Chuck tilted miss, sweep throw control. Hold. Fighting's growth character. Released. Blitz rose slow, swagger gone. Screw philosophy. This real. Chuck. You've never fought real. Blitz flinched, charged wild. Chuck controlled. Parry, redirect, hold wrist. Feel difference? Blitz yanked free, shaken, outclassed by elder. Crowd shifted, spectacle to philosophy. Dana. Transcends sport, discipline. Over dominance. Blitz weary. Fight me! Chuck. Defending more. Blitz. Your buddy, he knew risks. Chuck. Uniforms sacrifice, and you from self. Blitz blinked, attacked spin fist kick. Chuck slipped. Front kick stopped momentum. Blitz staggered, fear deep. What are you? Chuck softened. Learned strengths. Not dominating. Words pierced. Vulnerability flashed, then fury. Shut up. Fight real. Final assault chaotic. Chuck met direct, block, parry, counter-educate. Self-control first. After wild blitz, Chuck sweep downed him. Stood over. Warrior strength. Who defend, not defeat. Arena nodded. Vets, artists grasped. Blitz rose slow, emotions swirling. Didn't. Supposed to. Chuck. Rarely is. Stood. Facing. Generations linked by principles. Chuck bowed, respectful. Potential, but talent sans character wastes. Blitz struggled, arena hushed. Eternity passed. Shoulders slumped. He bowed awkward, genuine. Crowd erupted. Salutes. Fists palms. Dana trembled. Extraordinary. Reaching better nature. Chuck extended hand. Journey begins different. Blitz wrestled pride. Arena held breath. Seconds. Clasped brief. Acknowledgement. Ovation overwhelming. Chants thundered. Chuck. Remember humility. Strength's base. Blitz's eyes shifted. Question. Over certainty. Ref approached. Chuck walked door. Ending understated. Paused. Hardest foes mirror. Start there. Exited to Mick Raoul. Crowd followed. Mick straightened. Clasped hands. Sergeant, your restraint. True courage. Mick. Thanks. For stakes. Raoul. Lesson deserved. Chuck humble. We all need reminders. Cage. Blitz waved off crew. Sat heavy. Staring canvas. Authentic. Reckoning. Dana. Becker's self-reckoning, will he grow? Director approached Chuck Group, gesturing center. Chuck declined. No speeches, said enough. To Mick. Honor service, spotlight yours. Mick protested. Chuck, respect earned sacrifice, not show. Walked center, Chuck behind, symbolic. Crowd applauded values. Dana. Norris declines address, back to purpose, honoring Anders. Cameras centered Mick, dignified. Blitz watched, humility hitting deep. Rose saluted Mick, awkward, genuine. Mick observed, returned, precise. Exchange profound, mockery to recognition. Dana. Powerful. Becker respects, Anders forgives. Vets saluted. Applause respectful. Chuck satisfied. Values restored. Slipped tunnel quiet, no fanfare, mission done. Reporters scrambled. Chuck nodded polite, vanished. Left unforgettable, skill plus reminder. True strength dignified. Moment vanished. Socials blue. Kjas Chuck teaches. Respect, 30-second lesson, clips. Viral. Not just fight, but bow, salute, transformation. Analysts dissected, tech marvel, symbolic depth. Dana. Physical philosophy, character over combat. Arena altered. Fighters respectful, nods to vets. Medical, Mick cleaned cut. Raul. Okay? Mick. Scene. Raul. Legend versus celeb. Doc. Stitch later. Dizzy? Mick. Good. Coordinator. Meets. Vets. Officials. Mick. Lead. Corridor. Quite something. Planned? Mick. No. Acts when matters. Coordinator. Unplanned, most powerful. Mick. Honors unscheduled. Blitzes. Room. Dismissed crew. Iced alone. PR. Statement, frame rematch. Blitz quiet. Stop, no spin. PR. Sponsors. Blitz. Let be. Alone. Scrolled mentions. Humiliation posts. Then positives. Respect bow. Real salute. Growth potential. Closed app. Internal over external. Mirror. Eyes changed. Present. What looking at? Hollow. Chuck corridors. Avoided press. Modest. Guard. Epic. Dad Vietnam. Quiet toughest. Chuck. Wise man. Loved tonight. Hand shoulder continued. Staff nods. Thanks humble. Exit. Vet and cap. Group behind. Thanks. Meant much. Chuck. Honor. Mine. Vet. Saw beyond. Understood disrespect. Chuck. Same scars, teachers. Released. Past honor corridor. Nods. Eye meets. Car modest. Drove glancing back. Hope smile. Arena. Conversations shifted. Vet stories. Tech philosophy. Father-son. Norris calm. Self-control. Good choices. Son. Didn't hurt when could. Father. Know when not. Producer. Unscriptable. Real. Broadcast close. Dana. Sports build character. Restraint. Control. Colleague. 80s stepping up. Courage. Dana. Salute real growth. Colleague. Lasts. Dana. Deep lessons stick. Final shot. Empty octagon. Resonant. 3 days later, Torrance dojo. Chuck taught forms. No Vegas nods. Focused students. Assistant. Visitor. Becker. Chuck. Send in. Troy entered simple, alone. Thanks seeing. Chuck. What for? Troy. Thought days. What happened? Said. Showed. Didn't like me. Chuck silent. Troy. Ask. Learn real. Character honor not faking. Chuck studied. Offered white belt. 6 a.m. All begin same. Troy stared. Reset. Accepted. Thanks. Sensei. Chuck. Tomorrow. Punctual. Days on. Views. Millions. Analyses. Endless. Indelible. Warriors defend. Strength character. Power quiet. Greatest courage. Stand when matters. Defend defenseless. In noise. Reminder. Real power whispers. Up next, 2 more wild stories. Click the image to dive in. Love this? Subscribe. It means everything.